wallpaper is making such a comeback. Designer Michelle Thompson joins us now with ways to style it and apply it. And here you've got some video there. And I like your idea too, before we even get into this, of applying it over an entire wall.
Yes.
And not worrying about where the outlets are.
Yes, so 2 points there you touch on, Annette. One being, committing to the whole room, which is always my suggestion, unless you're doing it in a more creative application, which we can get into. And yes, one of my main tips, especially if you're doing something with a little bit more of a heavier pattern or texture to it, and you don't really want to see those hard stops with your outlets or your access panels, we are seeing just application right over it, and it looks so beautiful.
Okay, so you're papering right over everything,
yes,
and you're just seeing, like you just cut out enough for the switch itself.
That's exactly right. And it's kind of the same as if you're painting a whole room and you paint that cover of your outlet like we talked about.
Yeah.
Same idea. Or I was chatting with you, we're doing wallpapering our laundry room right now. We had a big access panel. I was like, oh, I don't really want a big white square. So going right over that and kind of keeping that continuous look is very, very nice.
Okay, you brought some samples here of kind of like the new trends. It seems subtle.
Yes, but you know what? It's funny that you say that it's subtle, because some people would say this is super bold, but I agree with you. I think
it's smaller patterns.
Yes, lots of ditzy florals, very English inspired. We're seeing a ton of that. Stripes are huge. We are seeing some of the bolder, moodier colors, which I personally love. And even still, some of just nice texture, a nice grass cloth if you want something a little more subtle. But yes, patterns big, color big, English inspired, very big.
Okay, and the way you apply it.
Yes, so my tip is, if you are seasoned, absolutely you can do it yourself. If it is your first time doing it, or maybe your first couple times, a peel and stick is going to be a little bit more user friendly, and there are fantastic options for that nowadays, so you're not sacrificing the look. But in any instance, laser level is your best friend.
Okay.
And you always want to start in the center of your wall, because
not at a corner.
Never, because the corners tend not to be straight. So if you start there, you're going to get to the middle and slowly see it kind of tipping.
Good tip.
Yes, so center point. And we were also chatting, one of my installers gave me a great tip that even when you're doing peel and stick, if you are comfortable using an adhesive, you can put a little of a traditional adhesive, and it's going to make it a little more malleable for you to move around.
Okay, because it's a little bit wetter, right?
Yes,
at the back.
Exactly. And you can almost slide it.
Yeah. Now, peel and stick, is it kind of forgiving, where if you've put the whole thing down and realize, oh, it still isn't perfectly level, can you peel it off and reapply?
You can peel it off and reapply, so there is some forgiveness there. But for example, if you had already done the whole wall and noticed that, you would have to redo all of them. So that's why we say, start in the middle, make sure your prep is good as far as your laser level, getting the first one nice and straight, and then you should be good to go.
Okay, let's talk about this project here.
Yes, so this is a great example of applying wallpaper in creative ways, which is another trend that we're seeing a ton of. So whether that's on the back of a bookshelf, whether that's in a really tight alcove, whether that's on a ceiling, we're seeing these kind of fun ways of using it, and it's really easy to do. This
there we have on a ceiling there.
That's my daughter's room.
That's so beautiful.
Yeah, so super fun. Again, an interesting take on it, but a conversation starter, brings a lot of layers and textures to the room, and that's what we want, right? We want it to be fun and interesting and show our personality, where if someone comes over to your home, they're like, wow, I love that. That's so you, right? You want to pick stuff that speaks to you. But yeah, as far as the bookshelf, we were chatting, apply this before you assemble and put your shelves on. That's kind of the trick. So you have less cuts. You don't have to worry so much about everything aligning.
One or two pieces that you're putting in.
Literally took my husband, not me, I won't take credit, took him probably 10 minutes to put that back piece on. And it just makes what is a normal standard bookcase a little bit more fun.
Okay.
So I love that.
And where do you get the peel and stick? Do traditional wall and or paint and wallpaper stores kind of sell that, or are they more with the more conventional way of applying?
Yes, so a paint and wallpaper store is probably still going to have primarily your traditional style adhesive wallpaper. Tons of options, beautiful options. If you are looking for peel and stick, you definitely can go to a big box store. You can go online. There are a lot of brands that do exclusively peel and stick or a mix of both. And there are a lot of brands tapping into designers and doing collaborations of really, really, really fun design forward patterns and prints. So there's no shortage of supply of amazing wallpaper right now.
Right, and you're gonna, we got about 30 seconds left, but you're gonna do your laundry room right now in this one.
I sure am, which is a sneak peek, but yes, I love it. Again, a little bit of a different color, a little bit more fun. And in a small space like that, a powder room, a laundry room, a guest room, you can have a little more fun.
Okay. Awesome tips on wallpaper. You'll love it again.
I hope everyone uses
for the first time.
Yes, I hope so.
Okay, we'll get your links up on our website, chch.com.